Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Do you know what's going on right now? Do you know what you're witnessing? Allow me to tell you. Greatness. Welcome to the official Eyam Queen Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Here we blend spirituality with practicality, healing with common sense, growth with a sprinkle of love. I am the host with the most. I am Queen, aka A-Jub, aka AJ, aka A-Dub, aka Mrs. I'll fix this mic over and over. Really, I'm just going to keep tampering with this mic because, I just want y'all to see the purple. Hold on. Let me see if there it is. Okay. That's good. I think so. Hold on. Let me see. There it is. Oh. Okay. So here at the Eyam Queen Podcast, we do believe in sage and therapy, Jesus with prayer, meditation and healthy boundaries, and sometimes a good nap. Okay. We do believe in all of that. And here, this is your safe space where we heal. We're going to give a good kiki. We're going to laugh. We're going to grow. And we're going to become whoever we are always meant to be. Oh, let's give a round of applause. I'm going to get my sound effects, y'all. Just hold on because I'm a fool with it. I have a sound effect on my phone, so I just didn't feel like tinkering around with it. So with that being said, so grab your tea, your journal, your snacks, whatever that's going to get you through tonight. And we're going to get into some things, okay? So, yes, the Eyam Queen Podcast, y'all, I'm so happy I finally got it going. Y'all, it's been a mighty long time, but here we are. We here, baby. We are in this thing. So I'm so happy for you to join me. Like, share, and subscribe to your girl's channel. Hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already, so that way you could be notified when I drop the post. Before we get into tonight's conversation, I thought that we would talk. First things first, how are you doing? Like, seriously, how you feeling? Put in the comments how you feel. I do want to know. I want crowd engagement. I want us to relax. I want us to laugh. I want us to get to know one another, build up a healthy, fun, but loving community, a support system, if you will, because today is just crazy. Today, in this era, we can't call it. We don't know where we are right now. We are in the Matrix, ladies and gentlemen. We are in there like swimwear. So we just gonna take it one day at a time. That's all we can do. That's all we really can give, really. So this week, mood check-in for me, I'm mighty tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm mighty tired. It's been a long week. If you know, you know. The job be jobbing, the people be peopling, and it be a whole lot. So I just made in my mind, I'm just going to take one day at a time. That's all I could do. I didn't mean it for it to rhyme like that. You'll notice I'm like a low-key cat and hat enthusiast. I believe in cat and hat ministry. I rhyme a lot on accident. I don't mean it. I'm just naturally creative in that way. Yeah, so it has been a long week. So mama's mighty tired, but I'm going to give y'all like a guide on here. And then, we're going to keep it pushing. So this week, last week, because today is the beginning of the week. Last week was, I think the theme for me or lesson of the week was self-love is the best kind of love. I live by that. I am an advocate for self-love. I am definitely a self-love advocate, because we live in a time where a lot of people, they don't, that's not their ministry, that's not their subscription. They really walk in a surface mindset, and it's so unfortunate, because you could be a good hearted person, you can mean well, but when you are just lost in the sauce, just being so surface, you know what I'm saying, a lot of whatever that's going on in the inside is just terrible. And you know it's terrible because you know how you interact with people, how people interact with you, you know what I'm saying, it's just a whole lot. So I thought that would be a great opener for my podcast. So also, I wanted to let you know that I do believe in supporting black businesses. So if you do have a business, whatever that business is, please let me know ahead of time, and I would love to add that to my episode, you know, create you a little commercial, and yeah, just go from there. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be abundant. Yay! I want y'all to be prosperous. Yay! So yeah, just let me know, and I'll give you a shout out, give your business a shout out. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into tonight's conversation. We're gonna talk about self-love is the best kind of love. Okay. And my journey with self-love, I'm telling you, I am one of them ones that's been on the self-love journey for a mighty long time. It's not even funny, y'all. Like, when I tell you, I should be at the mastery stage at this point, because I have dealt with so much on this journey. It's not even funny. And what I've learned is, if you're not anchored in yourself, if you don't have a good relationship with yourself, I'm telling you, life is going to be difficult for you. It is going to be difficult for you, because I know for me, it was mighty difficult. And for my journey, when I was a kid, I have experienced a lot of projections. I was like, I've been bullied my whole life. I kid you not. Po little tink tink. She couldn't win for nothing. I was bullied my whole life. And as I got older, as I understood spirituality and how it really helped me to understand myself. And I just believe now, because I am so full of God's love and light and energy, that people could not help but, I was an emotional punching bag for a lot of people. Like, it was just so random. Like, from the time I went to school, from the time I left school, it was just punching back, like bullied all day, every day. Like, it was just crazy. And you know, and I don't blame my parents. You know, I've done a lot of reparenting, and that we're going to talk about reparenting. We're going to talk about a lot of things. And yeah, I just, you know, my parents, thank God for my parents. You know, they was only able to give me what they got, and I'm not mad about that. And they helped me a lot to get to where I'm at right now. But what I've learned is that conditioning plays a real part into a child's upbringing and their belief system as they get older. And as I got older, it was like I was really living out my trauma, like really living out my trauma. The choices I've made, the people I connected with, it was a shit show, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a shit show. And it was because I was not raised in a household where you saw people was fully had a full healthy relationship with themselves. Like, I saw a lot of escapism. I saw a lot of people that just was trying to get out of their trauma in very toxic ways, whether if it's a relationship, drugs, alcohol, whatever. Like, I seen a lot at a young age, and it was just a lot of projections, a lot of people I was just an emotional, punching bag for a lot of people, because I stayed to myself. I was very introverted person, I guess. Intro mixed with extra. I don't know. But it was just like it's like I was a loner. I was a loner for a very long time. And then it was like, as I got older and I started like embracing friends and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Homegirl was bullied by friends, bullied by family members, bullied. I became a bully to my sister. Like, my life was a shitty shame. And it was because of how I was brought up and what I saw, and I was really a product of my environment. I'm not gonna lie. And one thing I've learned within my self-love journey, mastery, if you want to call it, is that if a lot, you'll know when someone is not fully anchored in themselves, because they will hate you for you being you. Like, there have been moments where I just showed up to somewhere and I'm getting side-eyed, I'm getting talked to crazy. It was just like, it was random. It was just so random. I kid you not. Like, there have been moments I'll come around and I'll sit down and somebody just look at me and be like, "Oh, you ugly." Like, it was sad, y'all. It was like, what? And I would be like, I didn't say anything. I just sat down. Like, I didn't warrant this. But it wasn't till I got older where I was like, okay, I understand. It wasn't me. It was them. It was whatever they was going on. And they just wanted to project those feelings and emotions on me. And I laugh now because looking back, it's like, that was insane. Like, how you just in church and somebody turn to you and be like, "You ugly," or you go into a friend house and they just look at you and you're like, "Oh, you ugly." What? I didn't. Or being called your black ass, or just, I mean, y'all. And the thing is, I wore a lot of those projections for a very long time. Like, I truly believed that, oh, well, this must be true because everybody's saying it. That's crazy. Like, and you'll be amazed. You will be amazed, because I've been around some really pretty young women or women, and they will look at themselves like they trash and ugly, and nobody calls them that, but they just feel like that. And it just goes to show that how you've been raised will affect your mindset. It will affect how you view yourself. And spirituality has really helped me to dig in myself, go to the craters deep down and try to, unpack and process what the hell all that was. Like, why was I just being like, I thought I was just being me, and I was just shitting on after shitting on, and I became a victim. It was a woe is me moment. But, I think that everything that I've went through, it really helped my resilience. It really has taught me that you really can't give a damn what other people think about you. Like, it would be best not to tune out the noise, like tune out the noise, because people will just project and project and project on you. And you really gotta be like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool on you. Like, you a weirdo. You just one of them ones that just, you're having a bad day and you want to take it out on people. Like, and it took me a long time to unpack that shit. Like, I mean, therapy, journaling, shit, you name it, I done did it. Like, going to, looking at videos, like, just, I was just I have experienced almost all the isms that you could think of. And I was just like, God, why? Like, why? But I think looking back, the why is now. The why was because it taught me to teach others through my experience, about how to heal, how to get through all that stuff, because I'm telling you, like, for a little girl to be brought up in a and like, don't get me, how can I explain? So there was love there, but it was toxic. Like, it was a lot of traumatic instances that went on in my household. And I'm glad that I did have a little bit of pouring, like from my grandmother and from my mom. She did the best she could. And like, my other grandmother, like, it was here and there instances. And, some of the church people that I went to church with, like, there was a lot of, a little bit of pouring as well from that. And I'm grateful for that, because it really taught me a lot. It really taught me, like, okay, this is you and this is the outside world. And just because what the outside world says doesn't necessarily mean it's true, But when you are young, naive, you don't know any better, you'll believe anything. You'll believe that, oh, if somebody says that you're this, you're really this, and you'll walk around like with that attitude. And I just thought it was very, like, demonic energies. Like, I don't know, like, it was just the weirdest kind of experiences that I had coming up. And in my household, I saw, like, the women will, like, to this day, my mom get dressed up and don't go nowhere, honey. She would get dressed up to the nines. You hear me? She'll put that shit on and won't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? She just always been that way, and because it always made her feel good, And my grandmother, when she stepped out, she stepped out. You know what I'm saying? I saw my grandmother. She had that red lipstick, red fingernail polish. If you know, red was the thing. Red was the thing back in the 90s. Hello, I'm telling my age. But yeah, my grandmother, I saw my grandmother look nice. My mom would dress up to the nines. When my dad got dressed up, he got dressed up. My grandmother, now my other grandmother on my dad's side, she was Pentecostal, so you know what they was about, baby. Them holy rollers. They gonna put that stuff on. You hear me? They gonna have the matching hat, purse, shoes, the whole nines. My grandfather too, he had on hat, boots, chains, rings. He had on all that shit. They had it on, baby. Let me tell you one thing about it. Them rings, baby, they gonna dress to the nines. You hear me? They gonna dress to the nines. But I didn't see, although they had great appearances, smell good, look good, couldn't tell them nothing. But when it came to the inside, and you really reflect on how people talk to each other, how people engaged, how people, like, it didn't give, y'all. It did not give at all. And what it taught me was look your best in order to feel your best. But you don't necessarily have to be your best. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to really be your best. You don't have to grow into becoming your best. All you got to do is just look your best. And ain't that what's going on in today's society? Ain't we still moving like that? Like, nowadays, people get so hyper fixated on looks. It is not even funny, y'all. Like, people are hyper fixated on what they look. They'll live in that gym. They got a cot in the gym room. Like, they not coming off that bench. They not coming off that weightlifting bench. You feel me? Then they go down to the doctor. They get all the nip and tuck. And mind you, I'm not against nipping and tucking. If you want to get tucked and nipped, get nipped and tucked, if you will. However, they do it to the point where you don't even recognize them no more. You're like, wait a minute, who is you? Like, what? Like, girl, it's me. I don't know who you are anymore. Like, people skin bleaching their skin. Like, it's a whole lot, y'all. It's a whole lot going on with everybody gets so fixated on what the outside look like. But when it comes to the inside, it is terrible. And you can tell that a lot of people don't really know what self-love is, because look at the people they align themselves with. Look at how they act. Look how they treat people. It is a crying shame. Shout out to Jamie Beal. It's a shitty shame. Because it's sad, but we live in such a lack of self-awareness. There is a deficiency there. Like, a lot of people do not take time and really just self-reflect on, you know, what's going on the inside. They don't really check the inside. Like, you could be a Maserati, you could be a Mercedes Benz, but in the inside, your ass look like a Pinto. Like, you looking like a 99 a 92 Solara underneath there, and it's terrible. Like, you ain't got no Freon, you ain't the blades ain't spinning, like the radiator's smoking, but you're a Benz. You're a Benz. You know? And so it's interesting to me, but I feel like slowly but surely a lot of us have went through a lot of things that pushed us to out of our comfort zone, so we can get into a space and a place where we do love ourselves and we do care about ourselves and we do put ourselves first. And I hope we stay on that wave, because when I tell you, so many people will sacrifice their soul for to look good in order to feel good, but they ain't got no real confidence. You ever been around somebody and to you they may be gorgeous or whatever, but they ain't got no confidence? Like, that is the most saddest thing I have ever seen in my life. Been around some really beautiful young women as I got older, and they just don't love themselves, and you can tell. Look at the people they choose. It's crazy. But yeah, for me and my journey, I went through hell and back, and I think for me, I'm grateful for my experiences in hindsight 2020, because if I never went through them, I wouldn't be able to talk to you about them. I wouldn't be able to like line it up for you guys so you can kind of like figure out what's the best path for you and how you can go about loving yourself better, right? So for me, one of the major, I got exhausted. I got tired of being people's punching bag. I got tired of people just randomly telling me who I ain't gonna be, what I'm not gonna do, all this other bullshit. I just got so tired that I just tuned out the noise. I said, yeah, okay, that's it. I'm just gonna start loving on me until y'all start hating yourselves more. Like, I got to a point where I was just like, I'm gonna love on me. I mean, I got delusional. I'm not even gonna lie. I got so delusional that I said, I'm gonna love on me where it just makes y'all uncomfortable. Like, seriously. And that's what I did. I started affirming to myself, having better conversations to myself. I got tired of calling myself stupid, dumb, ignorant, not good enough, all the things. I said, man, nah, I'm her, she's me, we are them. I don't care what y'all say. I don't give a damn. Like, it got to the point when I had got a boyfriend, and like one boyfriend in particular, he would be like, damn, you walk around here like you're a bad bitch, because I am. I walk like that. I talk like that. And it took me a long time. Like, you not finna tear me down. Why? Because I'm fluffier than other people? I'm supposed to just walk around with my head low? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Because I'm a little darker? Like, I'm supposed to walk around like I'm depressed? Fuck you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And that used to, and when people, and that's another thing, you guys, you'll know like where you are on your self-love journey, because people will get mad at you for loving yourself. It's a thing. It's a thing. Like, they will get mad at you for having high self-esteem. Like, I'm not supposed to think I'm that girl. Oh, okay. Well, fuck you. We're not. We good. You ain't got to be in part of my circle. It's quite all right. We don't need to align anymore. We our purposes. We're not the same. You know. I'm not. And the reason why they get mad at you for you not being able to stoop or be underneath their level is because they don't have it in themselves for real. They don't have it in themselves for real. Like, are a Mercedes Benz to everybody else, but they really have Pinto energy. But you really, you know what I'm saying? You could really be the Mercedes Benz, but you like a 98 Toyota. You know what I'm saying? like, and people would get mad at you for like loving on yourself. The moment I started loving parts of me that I hated the most is when people really got mad at me. Like, it was like a how dare you. Is you shitting me? What do you mean? Like, I shouldn't dress this way. I shouldn't act this way. I shouldn't be funny. I should just walk around. Oh my. I'm just a lowly girl in a lonely world. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Cause, you know, when I step in the room, I'm finna feel it. I'm finna feeling the void. I don't care who's in there. I don't care. And it's just interesting to me, and I'm thankful for my experience because it really helped me to get anchored in myself in a way where I truly love me. Like, I don't play with me no more. I don't fumble me no more. Like, it ain't none of that. Like, it's a whole nother different type of Ashley around here. That's why my name is Eyam Queen. That's why I chose I Am Queen, because I am. And that's how people should think about themselves. But again, we have so many people that just stuck on what looks good on the outside. And so for me, what opened my eyes was the fact that I'm wearing the projections of everybody else. I'm wearing them like it's seasonal coats, and I'm switching out different projections for different seasons. And it took for me to say enough is a goddamn enough. Enough is enough. I'm not finna walk around with my head low. I'm not. And so I had the little stickies, and I got it from this therapist. And if I can remember the name, I'll give them a shout out. I think it was a her, but I would put, you know, I love myself. I am this, I am that, all on my mirror. Everywhere I go, I put a sticky somewhere. I put a sticky above my bed because that's the first thing I want to see in the morning. And I just started pouring in myself, pouring. And after a while, even though at first I didn't believe in it, because that was not part of my conditioning as a kid, as I stated. And as I got older, I was like, you know what? I do. Like, I am that girl. I am pretty. I am smart. I am fluffy. She is. And so I just started living it. I started walking it. I started, you know, like, oh no, baby, she wasn't ugly. She was poor. There's a difference. When you can afford the type of glasses you want to wear, the type of clothes you want to wear, the type of hairstyles, when you can afford it, it's a little bit different. A lot of us was not ugly. A lot of us was just poor. Okay. We was just poor, and we did not have the stuff that we can attain now. But hello, we in the building. You know, so yeah, I just started pouring in myself nonstop, writing in my journals, developing a better conversation with myself, because, you know, I just wore other people's projections. Like, oh, you stupid, you dumb, you ugly, you fat, you da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I just started just releasing myself from that. And the more I did, the more happier I got, the more healthier mentally I got. The more emotionally stable I became. Like, it just became a thing for me. And to this day, I still pour into myself every single day. I have a great conversation, a great relationship with myself. And that's another thing. When you have a great relationship with yourself, I assure you, you're going to have an even better relationship with other people. You're going to naturally gravitate to people that's going to mean you well. You're not going to be with people who look at you like you ain't shit, because the only way you can be around is if you feel like shit. Like, that's not going to be a thing for you anymore when you really start to pour back into yourself. And that runs along the lines of reparenting as well, and we'll talk about that in the next episode. But yeah, like, I just kept pouring in myself and believing in myself. And also, I started falling in love with the parts of me that I did not like. I'm telling y'all, when I was young, my mother when I was a kid, when I was a baby, my mother gave me hot milk. She gave me, she ain't know no better. We not gonna judge, but I don't know. Maybe I was a whining baby. Maybe I was just a hungry baby. Who knows? But baby, she gave me that hot milk and it scarred my tongue. So I have like spots. I think they're like from what a doctor explained to me, they're like dead cells or dead I think it's dead cells on my tongue. And they were black. They were very spotty like a dog. And so when I was young, I got bullied about, oh Lord, people were just, kids are so ruthless. Hey, oh, how you get them dark spots on your tongue? I'm like, I burned myself with iron. Like I created the most crazy ass stories. So it could really make people be like, don't fuck with her. Something, I don't even know how she was brought up. Like, she's a savage. She burnt her tongue on iron. Like, it was crazy. And it was like, the more I just grew up and people would just make fun of me about it, whatever. And I just got used to it. And for a long time, I despised it, but I embrace it. I'm like, that's my trademark. Who would have known some burnt milk on the tongue would become your little trademark, become a thing for you, but it is, and it was like, my hair was 4C, I'm relocking my hair, but my hair was 4C. So my hair was always curly and coily, qualitative, and I did not like my hair. I did not like my weight. I did not like my skin color. It was just a lot of things about me I did not like. And shoot, even with my gap, I did not like my gap. I used to smile like I did not like to smile, but at this, as I got older, I just started embracing it. I started telling myself, no, you love your gap. You love your gap. That is an ancestral gap. That's an indigenous gap. And God damn it, you love your gap. So I love my gap. And it was just like the more I started loving the parts of me that I hated, it was like, number one, it made many people uncomfortable. They're like, why are you walking around like that? Well, again, am I supposed to just walk around like I don't give a shit? Like, oh no, we're not doing that. So yeah, the more I just started loving parts of me that I did not like or love about myself, I didn't let nothing off that table. I just started loving me deeply. It's when my whole demeanor changed. That's when I became more bubbly, more fun, more loving, more peaceful, more, more engaging. So when I get around, I can be around the baddest woman. She'll be my best friend if she's really good. If she's a really kind-hearted person, we'll be like this. I promise you. We'll be like this. Because I'm so anchored in myself. There is no competition. People that don't really love themselves are in competition with everybody. Like they compare and contrast with everybody. I say, excuse me. They compare and contrast with everybody. And that is this is why on social media, you'll barely see me post. Like if I do post, I'm posting maybe some selfies and I'm posting like here, there, like something positive, something, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not doom scrolling, comparing myself to people. It's only one Eyam Queen. Hello, that's how you should walk in. You should walk like it's only me. There's only one me there. I'm not in competition. I don't see none of y'all. That's how you should live your life. And it took a long time for me to get like that. And a lot of people, some people will be like, dang, like, girl, I feel you, girl. And some people like, huh? But again, like when you do the work, when you do a lot of healing, when you do a lot of, and that's what I love about spirituality, because it just has all these different, ways you can go by. Like I would say also I took some of the Buddhist practices like meditation and did a lot of self-reflecting. And then when I self-reflected, I realized a lot of this shit ain't even mine. Like I was just projected for half of my life. Like they had nothing to do with me. Then that's when I realized, it was just all lies. Oh, okay. It was just everybody else. Oh, okay. And so the more I just got centered and became more loving to myself, the more I live, the more I walk it, the more I talk it. You hear it in how I talk, you hear how I engage with people, you hear it. So yeah, like, mastering self-love is not the journey for the week. It is not. It is a journey that I would assume everybody must be on, but everybody has different, different paths. Everybody is like not. Some of us are further along. Some of us just now getting started. Some of us on different, placements within that path. And I would tell you, if you don't truly have a great relationship with yourself, if you don't fully love yourself, if you don't fully put into practice of ways on how to love yourself, I promise you, your life is going to be crazy. It's going to be chaotic. And I don't believe that God put us here to hate ourselves. I really don't. Like, we supposed to love each other as we love ourselves. And that's the thing, like, a lot of people don't. And I would like to hope that your takeaway from this episode is, I need to love. Am I loving myself enough? How does that reflect, like, in my choices? How does that reflect in how I connect with people? Am I drinking enough water? Am I getting enough sleep? Am I exercising enough? Or am I resting enough? Am I how is my engagement with people? Do I have my boundaries? Like, because boundaries is a thing. Boundaries show how much you value yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have boundaries. A lot of people don't even operate with boundaries. A lot of people don't understand what boundaries are for. Boundaries isn't for them. Boundaries is for you, so you can preserve yourself, your mental health, your peace, the love for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand that. And they'll let anybody and everybody to be a part of themselves. They're part of their space. I had to learn, like, allowing people to have access to you is just not a healthy expression of self-love. It isn't. Everybody should not have access to you. Everybody should not know where you are, what you're doing all the time. Leave mystery. Some people want to just know where you are. They monitor you just so they can continue to compare and contrast. Cut it off. Like, log off. If you want to post and get your ass off. Some people are fixated on how many likes they get. I don't give a shit. If one person like my video, I've done enough. Great job, Eyam Queen. If I get one person out of however many people that run across this, I'm cool. Because I don't even do it for that. I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it I'm very purpose driven. I feel like, this space will be a great space for people that want to be in the space. And if you don't, cool. It is what it is. So I say all that to say, I hope that everybody that run across this video, everybody that run across this channel, have a takeaway. And I hope tonight your takeaway was, I need to either love myself more. I'm not doing enough. Or am I loving myself? Do I have a relationship with myself? Or nah, most people don't ask some type of questions, but I hope you do. I hope you do ask those questions. And I think that the first thing I would say is this. Not the first thing, because I know I said a lot, but I'll say is this. If you want to know where you are in your self-love journey, after you've asked yourself those questions, you will know where you are. But I'll tell you, exhaustion is the key to you getting up to doing something. If you are tired of toxic relationships, if you're tired of work abuse, if you are tired of, badass kids, if you're tired of your life in disarray and all this other stuff, do a temp check with yourself. How much rest do you need? Do you have boundaries? Do you, what do you have in place that shows how much you value and how much worth you have? And that'll let you know how much work you need to do. And if you are the type of person that you need assistance, get assistance. Go to a therapist. I am an advocate for mental health. Okay. Go see a therapist. Yes, you can do church and you can have therapy. You need both. You know what I'm saying? You need both. And I know some of us live in a society. I'm gonna play with this mic, y'all. I'm gonna play with this mic. I shouldn't. I don't know how they come. How they come out, but I must adjust this mic. Um, I know that for a lot of religious people, they just feel like you just need Jesus and that's it. But I do think you need Jesus and whatever your religious background is. But I do believe you need therapy too. Like, I think you need a counselor, life coach, whoever that you can have a safe space with, and you can unpack all the things that's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? So I do think you need both. Affirmations has helped me a lot. Affirmations. I am the queen of affirmations. I have affirmations all around my room, all around my house. I have affirmations everywhere because I need a constant reminder of who I am. And I don't need it from outside sources. I don't need to be validated through the guise of people, because people are fickle. Like, people are not like what they think they are. Let me not say it like that. People, that's how messed up. People they don't have a lot of people don't have a good sense of self. And so again, there's a lot of projection there. So you really can't base how you are viewed through the eyes of other people. You can consider how someone view you, but you really should most importantly only care about how you view yourself. So yeah, I mean, I constantly pour into myself because that's the most important thing to me. I'd rather pour into myself because I double down on myself and trust myself as I trust other people. But that's only because I trust myself enough to have certain people around me. So yeah, affirm who you are. Affirm who you are. Stand on who you are. Because if you do, nobody can't tell you who you are. Nobody can't tell you who you ain't gonna be and what you not gonna do. Fuck them people. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Besides tell you what you not gonna do. And if you still believe in that, please, I hope you get into the spirit of growth. Get into the spirit of growth and unshed and unpack some of that stuff, because don't take that stuff with you in 2027. You can't do nothing with that. You can't do nothing with that. And so, yeah, affirm who you are. Stand on business. Stand on who you are. I also believe that you should do that. If you want change, be the change that you see for yourself, okay? Be the change that you see for yourself. I had to learn that nobody's coming to save you, Rufus. Nobody is coming to save you. You got to be the change that you want to see for yourself. If I didn't learn to take the reins for myself and start loving on myself and caring about myself, I'm telling you, I would still have allowed people to treat me like shit. I'm telling you. So if you want to have a better relationship with people, start with yourself. If you want to have a better relationship with people, start with yourself. Love on yourself, protect yourself, care for yourself, wrap yourself. Stop trying to find love validation from other people. I'm telling you, they're going to let you down. They're going to let you down. They're going to come in. Some people, they'll love on you only if it benefits them. And some people, they won't love on you and they don't give a damn either way. So learn to love you for yourself. Okay. And so with that being said, I hope tonight your walk away is that you ask yourself whether or not you loving yourself. Hey, baby boy. Okay, yeah, I'm on the computer. Shut the door, baby boy. Thank you. Shut the door. Thank you. My little baby boy, my angel. So if you have not took away nothing else from tonight, I hope that you take away and you observe where you are on your self-mastery, your self-love journey. I hope that you are able to apply what you've learned in your previous life and integrate it and put it into practice. Okay, don't walk around with the woe is me energy, because woe is me is not going to help you. Woe is me is not going to help you, and nobody else is coming. Okay. Nobody else is coming to save you. Let me be specific. Most people skip the example where, especially if you're a holy roller, Jesus had to walk his own path up to Calvary, but God did not save him from the cross. God did not take Jesus off the cross. So, and what I gathered from that, I might be wrong, but what I've gathered from that was you have to be willing. You have to be a willing participant in your own life saving. You have to use the God power, God's energy, God's love, God's light, angels of light, love, whatever your belief is. You have to understand it's already in you in order to get to where you got to go. So start with self, your life will get better. Keep going outside of self, you're going to be unrecognizable and your life going to be crazy. Okay. All right. With that being said, as we close out. Oh, hold on. Let me get my thought. I'm trying to get my. Hopefully by then I'll be able to get me like a little pad and scroll and keep up with my show. Keep up with my show. Thank you for, hold on, let me back up. Wherever you are in this season, give yourself grace. Healing isn't always pretty. Spiritual growth isn't always peaceful. And balance doesn't always mean perfect, okay? I want you to know that. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Eyam Queen Podcast. Let's go. Whoop, whoop. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you girl, okay? Protect your peace, honor your growth, and give yourself permission to evolve, okay? And remember, you can trust God, heal your inner child, set boundaries, and still go take that nap. I'll see you next time. Peace, peace.